So, whoever don't know me, this is Sanjeev Mishra, and I'm talking on behalf of Rapid Mile. Rapid Mile is a company which is working and training people on law of attraction for more than 18 years or so. And Shaz Kamar is the managing director of that company. And it's a platform for trainers who are serving others through their knowledge and practical experiences. So Dr. Anila, Balram sir, Niharika Chaturvedi ji, Shaz himself, and Sanjeev Mishra. We are right now the trainers on this platform. So Rapid Mile has been the pioneer of, if we talk about training in the field of law of attraction, they started long back, even before the secret book or the DVD was launched. So that was a small introduction of our team. So now, why here we are here today? So this week we decided that let others present to us. So how many of us already attended this for 3 months or 4 months midweek magic sessions? Please chat box may write why if or time how many months you have been associated with this. Yes, Bhaskar, I know. So first of all, thank you for being with us in this whole time, having faith in all of us, and we ensure and try that we give our best to everybody who is here. So in the mastermind session, this word was actually coined by Napoleon Hill. If you have heard about the book Think and Grow Rich or Law of Success, that means that mastermind is a group of people who are pursuing same goal or similar goal in perfect harmony. So when we talk about midweek magic session, we all are pursuing the goal of being conscious creator of our life. So today we will love to hear from you what has been your journey in 3-4 months. Before that, a quick brush up of law of attraction, a quick glance on it. So what are the three fundamentals of law of attraction? Can anybody tell?
Yeah, I
You
can
can
tell.
unmute yourself and or you can type in the chat box.
Or
login link for midweek.
hello.
इस लिंक में मारिएगा अभी ना मारिएगा तो अभी ना ज्वाइन हो पाएंगे
Chaz, I think you need to mute Renu ma'am. Yes.
Mute.
Anybody would like to tell about what are the three fundamentals of law of attraction? Law of attraction. Okay, if you don't remember with the name, yes, Amrit Talreja. These are the three pillars. Kumar Krishnan, very right. Focus. What two others, Kumar sir? I believe you know because I have been. And yes. So let me quickly take up. The three fundamentals are thought become things. What you focus on grows in your life. And third is like attracts like. So whatever is created was actually first created in human being's mind. So whatever we have created in our life, it was actually created sometime in our thought. If it is good, if it is bad, that is created by our thoughts only. Second thing is what you focus on grows in life. So what I understand from it, life has so many happenings or things going around us. There can be some good things, there can be some experiences which are not good. But sometimes or somehow we are programmed to focus more on these things which have been not very good in our life. They may be small in quantity or numbers. So what happens with that? When we continuously focus on things which we don't like in life, the law says that whatever you put attention on grows stronger in life. Those bad things can grow in your life. So what is the solution? Solution is to deliberately focus on good things in life. And for that we need calm mind. And for that we do gratitude practice daily. Third one is like attracts like. So not going into very detail, you can think of whatever is your frequency, whatever is your vibration, you will be attracting those things in life. You can also think of like attraction, like means your association. So we are in association for 6 months. So we are actually growing with each other. In these are the three fundamentals, and then three pillars will be ask, believe, and receive. So if you have gone through the Secret movie, or you have watched, or you have read the book, you will remember these three terms: ask, believe, and receive. So we ask from universe whatever we want in life. We ask through our words, we ask through our thoughts, we ask through our emotions. So if we can somehow deliberately, consciously control our thoughts, because it is the medium through which you order to the universe what you want on your table. So if we can consciously control them, then we can consciously create the results which we want in our life. So if we are continuously thinking of problems in life, we will be continuously ordering to universe, give me problems. But if we are thinking of growing and thinking of solutions in life, we will be continuously ordering to universe, give me solutions, give me growth. Second is belief. When we ask, somehow when we learn about law of attraction, we start making affirmations and doing controlling our thoughts. But our belief system for 20 years, for 25 years, for 30 years, for 35 years, depending on our environment, depending on our association, we have developed some kinds of belief system regarding ourselves. We create a self-image of ourselves. A boy, when told his teacher in class that I want to top in this year, he was scolded. You don't fly high. तुम पास हो जाओ उतना ही बहुत है. तो इस तरह के there are many experiences which we gather from our environment based on our association, family, culture, and all, and that develops a belief system that can be negative, that can be positive. And as for your belief system, you will be attracting the results in life. Third is receive. So receiving is the word very simple, but actually there is a catch in this also, because universe has his own plan. It delivers whatever you are asking and you believing. It delivers through its own way. That can be through your intuitions, that can be through your friends, association, even people catch from signboards. So are we ready enough to receive when universe is offering? When somebody is telling about the opportunity for which you were looking for, did you pay enough attention to it, to look into it, or you just passed on it? It will not work for me. So universe is doing his job, but sometimes we fail to receive. So that's also an important aspect when we talk about law of attraction or being a conscious creator. After this, I would like if Shaz may like to add something.
Come across these things, just that we need to observe what is happening in our life. So sometimes we are so involved in our own problems that we forget to observe. Once we start observing, we'll realize that all these principles, all these pillars of law of attraction are actually working in our life. And it's not on day to day, it's actually moment to moment. So every moment is where the law of attraction is active. Okay, so every thought results in something in terms of action. Okay, every thought which is aligned with your emotions. So whatever is happening to our life, we just have to observe that thing. We have to connect the dots as to what did I think that this thing happened in my life, and how can I correct it. And so we are all sorted. We would be able to come up with certain solutions, and we will understand that yes, our thoughts is leading to everything which is happening to our life. Thank you.
Anila, would you like to add something?
Actually, you both have explained it so beautifully. I just wanted to bring our notice that Bhaskar has raised his hand. So maybe he wants to ask a question or add. I really don't have anything to add to what you've so beautifully explained.
So Anila, today the whole stage is for them only. So I
Yes.
just want quickly we all people
Okay.
finish and
Fair enough.
let them then take the charge.
Sure.
So Bhaskar,
Sure.
just wait for a moment. So Balram sir and Niharika, if you want to add something here.
Yeah, no. So most of the things you both have explained beautifully. What I want to add just one point is sometimes we feel that the law of attraction is not working for me. In my earlier part of life, when I started using the law of attraction in my life, I started realizing that sometimes it wasn't working for me. So I kind of, dived deeper into that, and I realized that I was persistently thinking thoughts and everything, doing everything right, but yet had negative beliefs about it, right? So I kept on persistently thinking about what I wanted to attract, but the beliefs and feelings that I had associated with the thoughts were negative, and that's why things were not materializing with me. So that's one point which I want to add is thoughts will become things only if your beliefs and feelings associated with those thoughts are positive as well. These are aligned. So your thoughts, your beliefs, and your feelings have to be aligned with each other, and that will fast track your entire process of creation. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Niharika. Thank you so much. Balram sir, I could not see him on the screen. I probably he's there. Okay, so the moment arrives. I think Balram sir is not able to listen or is. So the moment arrives, and let us quickly start the mastermind with all the masterminds of our Midweek Magic Club. So who wants to go first? You can share your experience, knowledge. You can ask your questions also, but be here for half an hour to give to others. Be with an intention that whatever you have achieved or learned, you want to share it with others for the benefit of others. So yes, Bhaskar,
Excuse me, sir.
Thank you for this opportunity. Let's take a couple of minutes to share my experience. In fact, I learned law of attraction a couple of years, almost 3 years back, faculty being Dr. Anila. And this experience, what I'm going to share is this happened during the lockdown, that is mid of June last year. I was just pulled on by a friend of mine for starting a new business opportunity, the insurance business. I was not too keen, but somehow I just passed my certification, and I started my business on July 1. When I entered the office first time, I saw a lot of top achievers, on the wall of fame. Immediately I registered myself. I want my photograph too to be on the top wall of fame by end of the year. So July 1, I started my business. Every day, first thing in the morning, as soon as I get up, I put a board on my wardrobe. MDRT is one of the highest qualified in the insurance industry. That's like the Oscars of the insurance industry. So every day morning, first thing in the morning, I used to look at the MDRT and focus on that regularly. And every day morning, when I, almost like prayer, I want to be MDRT this year. So believe it, I did quite well. But somehow, in November, December, it was really, really tough. I was not almost like that, but somehow my confidence said I'm going to do it. Even by December first week, I was like almost just 50-60%. That's all. I don't know what happened. I also learned some other workshops, also called segment intending. I regularly practice segment intending, and by December 31st, 11:30, 12 o'clock is the closure. 11:30, 11:40, I closed my business of MDRT. This just happened, and this is just God's plan. And I'm very happy to share that. Thank you very much.
thank you, Bhaskar, for sharing. Thank you.
Very nice. Congratulations, Bhaskar.
Thank you.
Thanks for sharing. Manish, you wanted to share something?
सर मैं ये बोलना चाहता था कि अभी जो निहारिका मैम ने बोला, इसके पहले अभी एक और क्लास में किया हूँ ब्रह्मा कुमारी का, उसमें सेम बलराम सर ने भी यही बताया था कि हम बिलीव में हैं, मतलब हम मांगते हैं और वो दे देता है। इमोशंस प्लस बिलीफ।
Shas, can
बलराम।
I clear him?
Sure, Balram.
See, गुप्ता जी सुनो मेरी बात। मैंने कहा था कि 4 इक्वेशंस हैं। थॉट प्लस इमोशन इज अट्रैक्शन। विचार के साथ जब भावनाएं मिल जाती हैं तो आकर्षण होने लगता है। जब उसके साथ विचार के साथ थॉट प्लस इमोशन प्लस विजुअलाइजेशन, मनोचित्रण जो उसमें ऐड हो जाता है, वो चीज क्रिएट हो जाती है। जब उसमें थॉट, इमोशन, विजुअलाइजेशन एंड बिलीफ आ जाता है तो आपकी तस्वीर बन जाती है, गेट्स मैनिफेस्टेड। ये 4 इक्वेशंस मैंने वहां समझाई थी। यस शारदा।
Thanks for clearing, Balram. मनीष, आप हमारे साथ एसोसिएटेड हैं पिछले कुछ हफ्तों से, तो कुछ चेंजेस देखे हैं आपने अपने अंदर? एनीथिंग यू वुड लाइक टू शेयर, जो आपके अंदर पॉजिटिव चेंजेस कुछ आए हैं?
यस सर। सर आई फील कॉन्फिडेंट सर।
ओके, ग्रेट। थैंक यू मनीष फॉर शेयरिंग।
यह मेरी खुश नसीबी है कि आप लोग मुझे मिले सर। किस माध्यम से मिले मुझे नहीं पता, लेकिन आप लोगों का मिलना मेरे लिए मेरे जीवन का चमत्कार है सर। और मेरा जीवन अब पूरी तरह परिवर्तित होने वाला है सर।
ओके, ठीक है। थैंक यू फॉर शेयरिंग मनीष।
Yeah, great.
Anybody else would like to add
I would like to
experience?
add. I would like
Yes,
to add.
Mr. Krishnan.
There's some disturbance coming in the background, but let it be. Somebody, you feel now it's okay, right?
Okay.
No, I had joined this group 3 months back, and now I started with EHAB first, then I got a flyer about this magical morning session. So the law of attraction, the training which is being imparted to us is through magical morning session. In fact, every day morning. Before that, let me offer my gratitude to Dr. Anila Fitz, because she has made a different person of me now. Should I say? Because there are a lot of things coming in the morning session. So morning session it starts right at 6:30 and it continues up to 7 o'clock. And the various things, the entire session is divided into 3 parts, like focusing on the meditation, then the gratitude. Then the third part is the affirmation of whatever positive vibrations we have developed during the process of meditation. This is how she had divided into three sessions. Three all brief only, with about 10-minute, 15-minute duration, total about 45 minutes. She's covering it very nicely. So how I have been made a different person. See, now every day, my attraction is mainly towards the focus is towards the meditation. The meditation earlier, I was thinking that it is only a dhyana. You close your eyes, focus your between your eyebrows, then start aligning with some sort of image in your mind and all those things. This is what the concept what I was having with meditation. But she has given a new insight now. The new insight is she has come out with so many types of meditation according to the specifics. For example, there is if a man is in need of finance, there is one. If a man is in need of relationship, there is one. If somebody wants to share their experience, good experience or bad experience, forget about the bad experience, there is one. About health, there is one. And recently she came out with a blowing another this thing also, meditation known as rampage meditation, which has really kicked me in my this thing, because I was having some bad thoughts in my professional days when I had an encounter with a wild elephant in the middle of the forest, and I escaped. Providence helped me that I could. So I am living twice to explain it, but that's okay. That story has been explained in the Magical Morning group itself. So what I am telling is the rampage meditation like that, some insight is coming to us. So now the trauma which I was carrying all over in my mind has been removed. That music and the guided meditation what is being given accordingly. It has given us some insight, and we are becoming a changed person. So what I want to convey is, last 3 months, this meditative practice is attended. I was very aggressive, as to be frank, I was very aggressive as far as my social interaction is concerned, my way of talking. I was a little fast as well as a little punching remarks I used to make on people. Then the social media also, whenever I interact, it will make some comments and all those. I used to make some caustic comments, which is not at all good by relation. It spoils the relationship. So my entire focus has been on relationship meditation because that has given me some insight how I should behave or how I should change my attitude towards a positivity. Because everyone has got their own problem, everyone has got their own views on things, and it is better that if you don't like something, remove that negative thought from your mind. Go to something positive by diverting your talk or by diverting your focus so that the relationship is maintained. So like that, one by one, if I take out, then there are a lot of things she has taught us. It's not a study session or something going on. We meet every day morning with a very smiling faces, just like friends. We meet each other and talk to each other and all. There is no teacher or distinct students behavior in all those things. And we share our story also. But it gives a lot of insight, I should say, because every day I have a story to tell. Every day I had a story to tell, but then of course once in a while I tell because there are other people also to share the experiences and all. So I just consider as a group. But then this group meditation is really worth. It is not that the individual meditation what you focus like a pranayama by sitting in the corner of your house and thinking and all of the group meditation is a lot of effect. So now I started searching what is actually dhyana. Dhyana also there are two types of dhyana. Then I came to know. One is bauddhic dhyana, that you talk about you concentrate on your worldly affairs. The next is adhyatmic dhyana, you call it. You contemplate and ultimately get into transcendental meditation and you become aham brahmasmi or something like they get aligned to the God. So these two are entirely different. What you are practicing in magical morning lesson is only bauddhic meditation. The more on the practical side of life, because we are all in the practical side of life only. We are not sannyasis or something that we have gone to a contemplation stage that finally we become enlightenment and all those things. That is not going to happen in this life because you have to take a lot of births. If you really, frankly speaking, because over a period of time or a period of number of births only, you gradually refine yourself to reach a state of transcendental meditation. To us, now left is only physical side of it. I mean, the practical side of it. These practical aspects are given in the morning session, very nicely explained and in a very lucid manner. And we are able to grasp things. We are able to change our ways. Even in financial front, I had some benefits which I had from the stock market trading itself. I changed my pattern of trading. I went to this what is that? The stock market trade, the small term investments. Instead of a long investment you make and then keeping your fingers crossed and waiting to see how much money you saved and all of that. So I was going on. But the 2020, the Corona days gave me a big lesson. Then I came out of it. The entire money was almost finished, but I just closed some so I could save some money. That's a different thing. But many people lost money. Now the insight has come to us. The universe is abundant. So you don't have to worry about it. You just keep it as it is. It will pick up. I know, I think Sanjeev Mishra told this in 2021 June in one of the midweek section, he was explaining about this financial this thing. He told that 2021 June again he started picking up. 2020 June, sorry. Again it started picking up. Now it has reached a stage, it has got more or less stabilized. So now I have decided that I should switch over to this short-term investment. And my money is safe. Even the second wave of this thing and all, my portfolio is not affected much. So this is another result which has come to me by way of finance. So I have told about my relationship. I have told about my finance. And third is my way of interacting with the people itself. So there are a lot of changes that is happening. How you should modulate your behavior, how you modulate your talk, and all those things are coming. Ultimately, I recommend people who already attended this rehab session. This is the right time they should switch over to magical morning session after the 5 days session. Especially, you should not miss Dr. Anila. This is a sincere request to them. Let them all join and get the benefit out of it. You don't know how many more months I have to continue. Not in the perspective of getting an insight, but the group I like, the morning, the way we behave, the morning we interact with each other. That gives a positive feeling in the mind. It keeps our day. Thank you all. Let somebody else also tell. It's too much for me. Thank you.
Thank you, Krishnan sir. So anybody wants to share something?
Uh, Just I would like to add, Mr. Krishna was talking about magical morning sessions. These sessions happen every day from 6:10 a.m. to 6:40 a.m. Anybody who wishes to join the magical sessions can definitely get in touch with Dr. Anila or me. And before the magical sessions, there's a step to it, which is EHAP. It's a 5-day program for 1 hour each in the evening, which is starting the coming Monday, and I'm sharing a link to register for that. So in case if anybody is interested, please do go ahead and register for it. Thank you.
Thank you, Shaz.
I would
So
like to add here, Mr. Kumar, that was amazing story. It's apparently you had a 360-degree change in your entire life using law of attraction, right? That's
Yeah,
great. Very
yeah, yeah.
motivation. Yeah.
360-degree change within 3 months.
Yeah. You should write a book.
That's
360-degree changes in 3 months.
writing book is not a problem. One has to practice because whatever insight she is giving to us, unless you do practice it, you have to go to specifics. Suppose you got a problem with money, then there is no point in filing a relationship with somebody else. This happened in this
Yeah,
today's
yeah,
morning. This
definitely.
morning it happened. I am telling you that also I will quote now. I said the last 3 months I am not getting my rent. You are always telling about financial abundance. When you look at your bank balance, whenever there is a credit, the bank balance goes up. You feel so happy. The abundance is already there in your mind. But now last 3 months I am not getting my rent from my tenant. What should I do? She said the universe is abundant. It will come to you automatically. And I'm not joking. After the session, I opened my mailbox. He has remitted my money in the bank. Then what should I say now? Just an example. That's all.
By the way, it's a very good title suggested by Niharika. 360 change in 3 months. Wow.
so anybody else?
But Niharika's song last time is really, I mean, even if it is, I mean, it took in our ears.
I'd like to add one sentence.
Yeah, Nanavati.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, Nanavati ji, please.
Yeah, on what Niharika ji told about 360 degree, 360 is the most important thing. It's a magical number. 360 is a complete number, and when you add 3 plus 6, it is 9. 9 is omnipotent in the universe, and 369 represents a angel number, which was followed by the ancient scientists, and it is also being followed by this Musk. Kya full name hai? I'm forgetting that. Tesla wala. The old scientist Tesla, he was following that, and that mystery he kept it with him, and he was about to declare the mystery, but unfortunately he expired before he could declare. And this 360 degree also popped up in front of me like a angel. Very surprisingly, when I started this program of morning M3P at 7 o'clock, and within 3-4 days, I was visiting Devlali. So on the way, I was just what you call surfing net, and on YouTube, 369 popped up, and I utilize so many numbers in my trading, as well as that numbers were on Fibonacci numbers. Now I am doing backtesting on 369, and how this 369 is going to help me in my trading, because it popped up all of a sudden. So that was a message from the universe. So that is just I wanted to share that 360 degree is the most important title. Maybe in any of the upcoming program you can design a program and combine 369 somewhere, and then people will be benefiting the most.
Thank you, Mr. Nanavati. In fact, it's a very good idea. We can have one session and the Midweek Magic Club on Fibonacci series and Golden Mean. That's a very interesting topic. And in fact, earlier I did spend some time in researching that. Let me prepare some stuff and make a presentation on it. And Mr. Nanavati, I do see that so do you have experience in numerology as well?
I don't have experience in numerology, but it's a limited thing. My numeric number is 24, which represents 6 birth date wise, and 6 is omnipotent anywhere, everywhere. Like
Okay.
if you say my date of joining with my earlier job of with the Hindustan Petroleum was numeric 9. My employee number was numeric 6. So my bank account number is numeric 6. And all these numbers by default has helped me a lot. But when I came to know about the power of attraction, then I could make out that yes, this number is mysterious angel numbers to me, and it is always blessing me. I would put the word it is blessing me.
All right. Thanks for sharing, Nanavati.
Yeah,
And
thank
Mr.
you.
Nanavati is also attending our morning sessions, which are taken by Mr. Sanjeev Mishra. The sessions are called Money Minting Mind Program. So just like Anila's morning sessions, these sessions are focused on the money aspect, and we do daily money meditations. We have a mastermind group there as well, where we teach as well as share the money techniques, as well as there are some other exercises also on daily basis. So in case if somebody wants to join the money sessions, can get in touch with Mr. Sanjeev Mishra or me.
Yeah.
Right? Anybody else would like to share today? Should I call out the names if there are no volunteers? Okay, Mr. Ravi Nair, would you like to share some of your experiences?
Mute. Voice is his voice is muted.
Ravi sir,
Ravi,
you
you're
are
on
on
mute.
mute.
Can
Yes,
you hear me
we can hear
now?
you now. Yes.
Good evening, everybody.
Good
First,
evening.
I'm really grateful to attend these sessions in the morning and even the magic uh, moment session for maybe the last 1 month. And can you hear me, please?
Yes, we can hear you. We can hear you. There, though there's a bit of disturbance, but still it's fine. Please go ahead.
So before this session, I used to always get these negative thoughts and think otherwise. But after attending the session, I feel I'm more focusing on the positive thoughts, and I feel the positive energy around me, and I feel very happy about it. I could get the things done in a very easy way. Before it used to be very difficult for me to come to a conclusion. But now my clarity of mind, and because of the awareness program and all these things, I do feel more energetic and flowing with the positive mind. And I'm grateful to all of you. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Ravinar, for sharing your thoughts. In fact, you can mute yourself now. Okay. So just for the daily money sessions, we have a stepping stone, which is called Debt to Rich by 4D Technology session, which is the first step. And I've pasted the registration link in case if you want to register for that. You're most welcome. All right. Mr. Sriram, would you like to share your thoughts on numerology and your own experiences?
Thanks everybody for giving me the opportunity. So I've been checking on astrology, numerology for quite a long time. So in fact, earlier I was more interested with Western concepts, but later on I found out that Hindu Vedic astrology is far more rich and having more insights, and it is a very having a very long history, and so I still don't ignore the Western concepts, but I find some similarity. Some of them are taken from Vedic, Hindu Vedic astrology. So, what I feel is the number 108, which is also the frequency of Om, and it is all pervading all around the universe. The distance between sun and earth and sun and moon,
Please
and
be a bit louder. We are not able to hear you properly.
yeah, sure. Yeah, I'm on earphone maybe. So I was talking about Vedic astrology. So
Better now.
the is it fine now, Shaz?
Yes, it's better.
Okay, so the 108 is the frequency of the Om, and that pervades all over the universe. So, in order to receive that frequency and having a positive effect of the universe and all the planets, we need to also resonate on that 108 frequency. So, it will have a very good, healthy body and mind, and you will be able to achieve a lot of success. And there are a lot of Western experts who have researched on that, and they have also agreed that this is a law of attraction also has a lot of bearing on this frequency. It's called Om frequency. So that is some of the insights I got, and I'm also trying to implement that by doing meditation techniques like chakra meditation and other forms of meditation. So my association with ILA and Midweek Magic Club also helped me to gain a lot of calm and peace towards the daily problems. Being a freelance consultant for past 2 years and also associated with the banking and finance insurance industry, the first year was very good for me in 2019. I was able to achieve a lot of success like getting promoted, double promoted as a senior advisor, and got a lot of event contests. But then came 2020 lockdown, wherein everything, my all my belief system was bit affected and impacted, and accordingly my health was impacted. So I still thought that 2021 will be a good year based on numerology and Vedic astrology. And I found out right from January, definitely there was a lot of positive mindset from my side. I was able to tackle a lot of my health issues and mental issues and my career issues. So from the time March, when I'm associated by ILA, I got a lot of inputs from various coaches, Kaushik sir, and Midweek Magic Club like Shaz, Niharika, and Balram sir. So this is what I'm trying to implementing on a day-to-day basis by implementing the various tools and techniques from meditation. So I think I'm in the right path, and if I continue doing this, I will achieve a lot of success in my life and career. Thanks, Chas.
Thank you very much for sharing, Sriram. Thank you. Though certain times your voice was breaking, but yeah, we could figure out what the message is. Thank you for sharing your experiences. In fact, one thing I would like to add for the numerology, the number system, it's everything depends on our belief. Okay, when you like everything goes down and connects to law of attraction, it's all about belief system. So there are thoughts. Once you attach your belief to the thought, it becomes a manifestation. Similarly, if you believe in something, that would definitely come true. If you believe that 7 number is lucky for you, it would be lucky for you, but it would be lucky only for you, not for the other person. Similarly, if the other person believes that 13 number is lucky for him, so definitely the 13 number would be lucky for him. So it's about your own belief system. It's about how much the other person is able to convince you that this would definitely work out, and you have started believing in either that concept or the person itself. Okay, so once you start believing, once you start build up that confidence, things would start working out. And similarly, your belief in God, your belief in devil, your belief in everything depends on and decides what you're gonna manifest in life. Dr. Anila, would you like to add to something on the belief system?
Yeah, actually, Shaz, you said it so beautifully. Yes, it is ultimately our belief system. You see, it is our beliefs that actually play out in front of our eyes. What you believe, as you believe, so shall it be done unto you. And that is where our religious beliefs come in. That is where our beliefs that have been put into us, or the convictions that we grow up with, come into play. And the beauty of this is this, that what is a belief really? If we were to delve into this, a belief is basically A thought that we have thought again and again and again, to the extent that it has embedded itself in our memory. And therefore, when we are faced with a situation or a similar situation to that, it becomes our default response. It becomes our default way of reacting to that. That is a belief. And it starts so early in life when we are very, very young. You see, we grow up with certain beliefs. They can be religious beliefs. They can be beliefs as to how we should live our lives. They are put into our mind through our teachers, through our other people of influence, whoever it may be. And so we have this thing which we call our belief system. And then we view life through that lens. And that's how life plays out. Now, so many of our beliefs are empowering. They make us wonderful people. They get us onto the right paths. And yet there are certain beliefs that can hold us back also. And those are called limiting beliefs. The beauty of being aware or being in groups like this is that we learn to understand ourselves, to become aware of ourselves, and to be aware of the things that are possibly holding us back, right? And the beauty is this, that we can change those things. We can change our beliefs. Just like a belief is a thought that we can think so many times, we can think another thought. We can choose another thought to think and make it our belief. That is the empowering fact. And that is what we do when we say affirmations, when we open ourselves for learning, like each one of you has done by coming again and again and again to our programs, our workshops, our midweek magic club, to the morning programs, to the classes leading up to that. You are saying, I am exploring myself and I want to reach out for something even better. And I'm willing to do what it takes to reach out, to become the best version of me. So that is really what beliefs are, you know, and we can change them if they're not serving us. That's it, Shaz.
Great. Thanks for sharing beautifully, Dr. Nella. Sanjeev, please go ahead. You were saying something.
So I just wanted to add that initially I used to introduce to Midweek Magic Club, and I told that it is Midweek because it is on Thursday. It is club because it is an association of people, and magic you will understand later. So now I feel proud that many of us have understood that why the word magic was used there. Do you agree with me?
I do, yes. And I
Yeah.
know a lot of other people also do. Great.
So anybody, please come up so that everybody gets benefited with your experiences. Amrit, would you like to speak something?
Hello, can you hear
Yes,
me?
Amrit. Yeah.
Yeah, so I purely believe, like in my life, every minute law of attraction has worked. In fact, there are times when I have attracted or manifested things in fraction of minutes. So I purely think, like it always works and it keeps working. So we just have to, keep our thoughts positive. And as I've mentioned in our workshop also, like I always follow a hack, like a trick system where there are two thoughts, like negative and positive. Everyone knows that. So I have named them Mr. Triumph, which is positive, and Mr. Defeat, which is negative. So I always, command Mr. Triumph, which is the positive, power of command, to take the action, and automatically things start working in a positive way. I get answers, I get solutions. So I always follow that smart hack, and use that law of attraction. So I believe everything is, the foundation of based on LOA, law of attraction. It always works magically. Thank you.
Thank you, Amrit, for sharing this. And with this, I would like to tell that knowing and understanding is different. So whenever if people ask when, I tell it is you to decide. Do you really feel that you have understood the law of attraction, or you just know about it? and that difference creation takes a is a process. So for that process only this midweek magic club was formed. So congratulations to all of you and all of us who took this journey so long, and we have awesome results. Thank you. Anybody else would like to?
Yes, Sanjeev, I would like to share also.
Please, Balram.
See, since the formation of this Midweek Magic Club, even all the trainers, when we talk on different topics, even particularly I am experiencing, I am feeling that I've been learning a lot through these trainings, even by me and by others also. So it is not only the people who have joined this as a group, but even we, the trainers who are imparting our knowledge and experience, we are also definitely gaining a lot because your blessings. Once you start feeling change in your life, now we really are blessed from within, and that keeps us growing. Yes, yes, Sanjeev bhai.
Thank you
Yes,
very much, Balram bhai. In fact, it's so true that we also learn from each other, and I'm sure while preparing for the session, also there's so much of learning which we go through. Okay, because I do see, okay, probably I would have touched upon a particular topic a few years back. When I'm going through it again, there's a lot of new insights also which we come across, and definitely it's a very good learning from preparing for the session ourselves as well as from the other trainers also.
One
yes,
thing more I
sir.
would like to add, Shadai, one thing more I would like to add before we go ahead now. See, the in the right way we learn, but when we teach, we in the real terms we learn. What I will not attend the morning session because of my own schedules at the time, but I can see that Anila ji has been conducting these sessions so beautifully, and what she has been learning by imparting her knowledge with the regular studies and her experience. I think she is the most blessed person. Am I right, Anila ji?
Definitely.
100%, sir.
The true joy is in teaching, not in learning, right?
Yes, Balram sir, very true. In
You're,
fact,
you're, you're,
sometime we
you're,
need to.
you're absolutely right.
Yes. Yes.
So if sometime we can share the behind the scenes, how we meet with each other, we discuss the purity of the intention all the trainers have, how they go extra miles to find out something new, to experiment something new and then deliver it to you. So actually we have grown up with all of you. Thank you for so much for being with us. So now it's 8:20. If somebody wants to share, most welcome, or we can think of wrapping up. And if anybody of trainer
Yeah,
from us to
I
say
have
something, yeah,
few questions actually for
yeah,
you,
please.
sir.
Yeah, fine. We are all perfectly
First of all, I would like to say thank you for this club. जैसे इंग्लिश में कहते हैं कि you are an average of a person you usually deal with. So I believe I'm dealing with the wonderful people. So my average will definitely lift up. Uh, so my questions are initial में आपने जैसे कहा कि ask, believe and receive. The receiving process is itself is a very complicated one. So you need to be very careful about your intuitions. So my question is, how can I differentiate my ordinary feeling from my intuitions?
so intuitions come in shape of thoughts, and feelings are something which are coming from inside. So emotion and intuition maybe we can say sometimes. So what is the way out? So if something comes in your mind, the only way, whether it is good for you or not, to find out is only way to try it. See, I always say life is not too short. If something comes on your path, you get a visualization or you get a hope that you will reach to your goal or whatever is in your mind through that. Just at least try it. Pay attention to it.
All right, sir.
You will find out.
Sanjeev,
Good
can
thing. I'd like to
I?
add something to this. In fact, the actual question should be what is the difference between thought and intuition? Okay,
Yes.
so you can attach your feelings either to thought or to intuition. So feeling is a separate thing. It's a piggybacking thing. But how do you differentiate between thought and intuition? Uh, it comes with practice, and this is what I follow. Like we know, and it's medical research, that our brain always thinks in terms of patterns. Okay, so uh, in
Shahaz
fact,
bhai,
we
can I
discussed.
can I can I can I add it please?
Sure.
See, a beautiful thought has come to mind, but I've could not hold myself from sharing. See, intuition is always coming from within, from the divine within. But to listen it, you have to go deep dive into yourself. By regular practice of meditation, a time comes when you start growing in your inner consciousness. You go to the moment of silence, and that time, those thoughts which creep in your mind in the form of the divine guidance, that is your intuition. Intuition means intuition. When the intuition comes now, it always comes for the solutions of your problems. It comes for the resolution of issues, and they come only when you take the bath early morning, when you rise up, when you're doing the meditation, or when you finish the meditation. All the times when you're in absolute silence, when your conscious mind is absolutely in silence, that time these intuitions can be hard, can be heard. It's a thought only, but it comes only when you're in the state of silence. Yeah, that's all.
Right. Thanks for adding, Mr. Balram Talreja. In fact, this itself was an intuition which Balram just shared, because he could not hold on to it, because intuition is something, it's for that particular moment only. If you hold it, you will forget it after a few moments. Okay, so that was a live example of the intuitive thought. Okay,
Then,
so
then
what I
that's a
was,
question. A question on intuition.
uh-huh.
How does it help in practical purposes? How these
So
intuitive thoughts can be
it's
utilized gainfully?
it's
Because it is
always
coming
like,
only, if it is coming only some particular time, we are able to visualize only at that time. When it comes to practical side of it, when you are in real crisis, how these intuitive thoughts can help us?
Can I reply, Shahad bhai?
yeah,
Yes,
yeah, please,
sir.
Balram.
See, when an intuitive thought comes for your solution, for your resolution, inspired action, that means the action which you are supposed to take, you are inspired to take. If you follow that action, then that thought gets manifested. You got the solution of your problems, or your issues gets resolved. You have to do the action. Action is everything. Though the everything starts with the thought, but action is a must for the thought to get manifested.
That
Got my
means
point?
that means by simply praying to your favorite God for 2 minutes, and times of crisis, I am telling, you can suddenly get that intuitive thoughts into your mind.
See, I told you,
Yeah.
when you got any thought which is disturbing you, which is making you restless, that time intuitive thought can never come, because it always comes at the lower frequencies where the subconscious mind is activated. You cannot, it comes, but you cannot listen that. You cannot listen that. For that, you need silence.
Sir, it is
Got my
okay.
point?
Now, my question is a little different. In terms of crisis, I am asking.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
At times of crisis, how
Yes,
the
yes,
intuitive thoughts will come into picture. That's it.
yes, Anil, please.
I believe Shaz was telling us something very, very important, which could answer and direct this conversation into a more positive, positive in the sense, in a more clear route. Shaz was telling us something about our mind thinks in patterns. Shaz, finish that. That's a wonderful thought.
Okay, thanks for taking it back. So, what I was saying is that our brain has a limitation. The limitation is that it can only think in terms of patterns. Okay, for example, if you're talking about, let's say, a glass, so the pattern would be something connected to this glass. Okay, for example, think about the steel it is made up of. Then I think about the steel factory. Then I think about the furnaces in the steel factory, or the worker working in the steel factory. So it's always a pattern. The mind thinks on, and that's way how the life goes on. And your entire life, you're only thinking in patterns. There is one thought which breaks this pattern. For example, you're thinking about this glass, and suddenly you said that, okay, my friend is about to call me, a person who I haven't spoken with for last 10 years is about to call me. So that thought which breaks the pattern of your regular thoughts is the intuition. Now, we receive this intuitions often, but it's up to us how do we train our mind and utilize it for better purpose. So there are certain trainings also. Silva Ultramind is one of the trainings which I had gone through in the past and has helped me a lot in the last 15 years. So that is the training which actually develops intuitions and how to use it on day-to-day basis. And it's intuitions are something like how you can utilize it. It's something like a question paper with fill in the blanks. I have a good opportunity. How much amount should I invest in it? That blank is has to be filled by intuitive answer. It could be 5 crores, it could be 5 lakhs. Okay, whatever the intuitive figures comes to you, you need to write it. uh, I am getting a good opportunity, should I go for it or not? That yes or no is a fill in the blanks, so that answer would be given by intuition. So answers would always come to you. It's up to you whether you want to listen to intuitions or not, or whether you are able to tap them. That is all. Dr. Anila, like to add something to this?
Yes, I'm dying to. Intuition is guidance that comes to us from within. It can come to us in many forms. And in fact, I think this is a really good topic for us to dwell upon one of these evening showers. Midweek Magic Club, we should pick up intuition. All right. Now, Shaz has already explained how do we know? Well, you're definitely not going to miss it because it's going to come to you in a form that you will understand best. It can come as a gut feeling, it can come as a vision, it can come as voices, it can come in so many ways. You will not miss it. All right? Now, last question was this. What is the use of these intuitions? How can we apply them? Well, I'll give you one or two examples. They can save our life. Okay? It can come as a flash to protect you and say, move out of the way. In fact, there is a story of one of our own trainers who was sleeping in a bedroom in the night, and in the night a voice came and said, get up and go from this room. The person kept sleeping. Again, that voice was like, come on, get up and leave from this room. It happened 3 times. Finally, she got up and left from that room, and within minutes, the ceiling fan came and fell down right where she would have been sleeping. It could have hurt her very, very severely. That is intuition. Intuition can also win us cricket matches. It won us the World Cup in 2011. We had a very intuitive captain who led us. And intuition you can apply for your own success. It is guidance that comes to you for making your most crucial decisions. The more we listen to it, the stronger it becomes, to the point where you can depend on it completely for making those important decisions in your life. So how to develop it, etc., we can all discuss it and take it up in one of these evening sessions. So that's a little about intuition.
That's right. That's right.
I think the one part I and most of people struggle is whenever intuition comes, our rational mind thinks that's a ridiculous. I mean, we never take a chance of that. So
Yes.
how to overcome that?
To reduce the input of the rational mind, to learn to rely on the non-logical or non-rational mind, the creative mind. And meditation helps us to balance the creative with the logical or the rational mind. So leaning more on that part of the mind is what meditation helps us to do. And that is when, and you will hear at the end of our meditations, you are using more of your mind and using it better. All right, and that is what these great scientists, the great musicians, the great inventors were doing. They were using both sides of their mind. All right, so
Thank you.
that is what is important.
Some of the exercises I can suggest you is you can start guessing things around you. For example, once your phone rings, guess who would be on the call. Once the doorbell rings, guess who would be on the call. Okay, so once you uh, what and see how many times your guess was right. And once you start achieving 75-80% rights on that, so your intuition is getting stronger and you'll start believing in them.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Neharaj, I would
I
like to add something to this interesting topic of intuitions. Please
Yeah,
go ahead.
so I think Anila and Shaz, you have beautifully explained. I just want to add one thing, that the same thing which actually Anila had said, that intuitions are like your inner voice. which can be occurring, coming to you as guidance to take a particular step or not take a particular step. It can guide you to see signs and synchronicities. It also guides us in taking steps and not taking some kind of action. And sometimes, to me, intuitions come during meditation. As she mentioned, that meditation, it actually accentuates your intuition system, right? And during meditation, sometime when I'm kind of trying to figure out something about myself or what next step should I take, all these intuitions come to me during my meditation. Okay, so that's one thing which I just wanted to add. Intuitions can come to you as messages also during meditation, during dreaming, all these things. So intuitions is your inner voice guiding you towards, magnificence.
But this happens accidentally also. For example, in the dream, I had some intuition. It saved my life, I should say. And that's a story. There is no time, otherwise I would explain to you how it happened. I think I will share it in Magical Mornings. Yeah, there is hardly any time now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
All right.
Wonderful.
In fact, it's actually why this happens in meditations and while sleeping is that we need to keep our mind calm.
Yeah.
Our mind, our subconscious, what we call, is connected to superconscious, and intuitions come from superconscious to subconscious and then to our conscious mind. Okay, so to establish this connection, your mind has to be very calm. Once we are in a beta stage or a day-to-day activity life, our mind is too occupied with listening to these subtle thoughts, because these nobody is speaking to us. It's just that is a thought in terms of let's say somebody whispering in our ears, or we are able to see some images, or it could be a feeling. So those are very subtle thoughts and feelings, and we need to be very calm in alpha stage or theta stage to understand and pick up those things. So in our regular day to day, you would hardly receive any intuition until it's too important that once it happened and there was a voice shouting at me, jump out of the road. And as soon as I stepped on the footpath and and a car just crossed me, it almost touched me. So that was something very loud. Uh, and it saved my life as well. But most of the intuition you will receive in when you are in alpha or theta stage, where that is when you're sleeping or when you are in.
Just want
Great.
to
So
add
we,
one more thing.
yes.
Yeah, so Abraham Hicks, I think you must have heard about Esther Hicks. She had some great insights on how to strengthen your intuitions. You can search out, explore more on her. And just one more thing to add to that is intuitions are also strengthened when we are in the receiving or allowing state,
Receptive.
right? As in when we are vibrating higher, we are feeling good, and we have all positive thoughts. So at that time, our intuitions is strengthened. When we are cribbing and not in a proper vibration, then the
Yeah.
intuitions will weaken. So that is one thing. You when you increase your frequency, your vibration, your intuitions will also strengthen with that. That's just wanted to add.
But I think Mr. Shah has explained it better in the sense in how it is happening in the dream. It is happening in the dream because the superconscious is acting on a subconscious mind. This is my experience about my story. I think that is more valid.
See, every point is valid. It's just that you have experienced this particular step, and so you connect to it well. And
Yeah.
Niharika, you have given an important point about intuitions, and so is Dr. Anila, and so is Mr. Balram Talreja. Every point which is connected to intuition has been stated very nicely. Now, as I initially told, all this all about belief system. Which part of it do you believe in? Okay, and that would be true for you. Which channel of intuition do you believe in, whether it would be those signs which the hoardings which says the Nike ad and it says just do it and then you get an answer, or it could be a whisper in your ears. It's up to you which one do you believe in. Okay, so everything is true and everything is connected to your belief system. Okay,
Correct.
so let's come to the end of the session. I think it's already time. Any last questions, or anybody would like to share something in next 2-3 minutes, and then we'll wrap it up. Balram bhai, want to add something?
I would like to tell everyone or say everyone, the more you learn from the rapid mile different sessions that you hold from time to time, you will become more, you'll be able to understand more and apply more in your life. The only way to get more is to get involved more in these types of trainings. Yeah.
Great. Thank you very much, Balram bhai, for sharing it. And I would like to thank each one of you for being there and also all the trainers for giving unconditionally. I understand it's a free session and it's not very easy for all the trainers to be there all the time. And we have been there for almost last 7 months continuously. And all the trainers show up on time and they are happy to share with you. They prepare topics, spend time in teaching and learning. So a very special thanks to all the trainers, Mr. Balram, Dr. Anila, Niharika, Sanjeev, for giving your time and taking this beautiful midweek magic sessions forward. Thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you, sir. Goodbye.
Thank you so
Most
much.
welcome.
Thank you.